Hey, what's up there? Welcome to Mahogany Sweets. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Um, I know that I told y'all I would be back with the part two of that Drake video, but I ran into so many problems. My phone just was not giving it up to me like that. Um, when I went to go try and record it, it only let me get to maybe about like 10, 15 minutes. And then it was like out of space. So I'm like, okay, well, let me delete this video. And I deleted some other ones that was on my phone. And then it still told me out of space. So then I went and cleared out more stuff. And then I tried to record. And it wouldn't even let me open it up talking about it. And I'm like, how did I just delete all this stuff? And now you're telling me I can't even open my camera up? Like, this is crazy. So then I tried to go live. That did not work. Then I was like, okay, well, let me switch over to my son's phone. I'm using his phone to make the video, but then I could not get into my YouTube channel from his phone, so that didn't work. And then I had just got to the point to where I was like, I'm over this. I am over making this video. Like, screw it. But I did decide I am going to go ahead and remake the video, but that's the reason why you haven't gotten it yet, and know that it's not what this video is about. This video that I wanted to come to you with right now is about insecurities, because I was thinking the women today are using all this Facetune, right? They're doing all this surgery fillers. They're using Photoshop and all these other different type of apps to alter how their true beauty is and to give an appearance of something else. And I remember hearing a girl saying that these Instagram models was making her very insecure, and making her feel bad about herself. Like after she opens up the app, and by the time she gets off, she just feeling very insecure, very upset with herself and all of that. So it had made me think of when I went through my dark stages of insecurity. Except since I'm from a different generation, it wasn't social media or Instagram models. It was the videos and magazines, because during our time the music videos was the big thing. And magazines, where we could pick up magazines, you see all the different fashions, you could get posters of artists out of them and all of that. So I was big on those two things: music videos and magazines. But going through these magazines and watching these music videos was, along with a couple of other things which I'm going to share with you, began making me very, very, very insecure. Like when you're young and you first start looking through the magazines at the fashion, your mind is like, oh, this is how I want to dress when I get older. Oh, I love this outfit, this, that, other. At that point, your body isn't developed. You ain't hit puberty yet, so it's not so much body type, but you're just looking at fashion, clothes and makeup and hairstyles and stuff like that you think is dope. And in the music videos, you're looking at, okay, they always have the same type of females in them. Actually, they ain't left from out the music videos and they're on IG. But anyway, so you watching them, they have these women in here, the men are fawning over them. And you're thinking like, okay, well, that's, as you get older, that's what men like, that's what men want, that's what they're into. Cool. Well, then you start going through puberty, your body starts developing and stuff like that, and you're like, okay, well, hold on, my body doesn't look like these women that society is telling me is all the rave. It don't look like the model's body that I'm seeing in these dope clothes, and I don't look like these women bodies that I'm seeing in this music video. So the insecurities begin then, right? Because you have a closet full of shoes and clothes, but you look through the magazines or look in that music video, or for y'all on Instagram, and you feel like your clothes are not good enough. Like, it's trash. Might as well be trash, because it's not these beautiful pieces that's on trend and these magazines or in these videos or on this Instagram. And I'm including Instagram because, like I said, I know y'all probably relate to that. So that has started getting to me, right? And when I had got to high school, what I was like well, of course I was 14 when I got to high school. But anyway, I had started dating this guy, who was a few years older than me, and we was dating steady. So now like 2.5, 3 years had passed since we had been together, and I had found out he had cheated on me. Yes, he cheated on me. So When I seen who the chick was that he had cheated on me with, it was horrible. It was horrible. It really, really took me into a dark sinking place, because what's the first thing that comes to a woman's mind when she sees or finds out that her man has cheated on her? That first thing is, what is it about this chick that made him want her? So I'm looking at this chick that he cheated with. I'm looking at these women that's in the magazine, and I'm looking at the women in these music videos, and of course, as a woman, we're comparing ourselves. But it had went to a deeper, darker stage than that once I found out my ex had cheated on me, because now I began compulsively looking at every woman that I see, no matter where I was, whether it was on TV, whether I'm walking down the street, whether it was in class, whether it was at the grocery store. I'm looking, and it was the stupidest thing. I'm looking like, okay, would this be a female who he would cheat on me with? Would he like her or want her? Oh, does she look like the girl who I seen who he cheated on me with? This or other. Like, it was just constantly comparing myself to all these every pretty much every woman who I came across. I would size her up like, okay, well, this is what she has different from me. This is what she has in common with who he cheated on me with. That must be what he actually likes and want. Would he mess with this chick or not? So I was just constantly just depressed in that, because let me name things that I was insecure about. I was insecure about my height, because I'm very short. I'm only 5'1". I was insecure about having very small breasts, as you see. I hated that. And plus, I have inverted nipples on top of that. So when I was growing up, I thought that I was deformed. And since you don't actually see other women's bodies naked, you have nothing to try and compare it to see, like, okay, if this is this normal? Is my body on course with how it should be? All you can just do is like, okay, I hear everybody mentioning and saying stuff about nipples, and mine are inverted. I don't have any. I'm deformed. So I had grew up for years thinking like, oh, I'm deformed. I don't want anyone to ever see my breasts. Stuff like that. I need a breast job. They're already small too. On top of that, so I was insecure about all that type of stuff. Oh, and then summer, right? Summer, you out in the sun having fun. I had got real, real dark one summer. And of course, we know society already tells you that dark is not attractive, lighter is. So I had gotten a tan, and oh, everyone was teasing me. Like, oh, you so black, you so dark, you so ugly, this, that, other. So that has started affecting me too. It was all these things just being compiled. And I was just sitting on the couch one day looking at the music videos, making me feel more horrible with myself. I basically was torturing myself. Like, right, I don't have these clothes. My wardrobe is trash. I don't have the long hair. I don't have the long nails, eyelashes, the big breasts, and all of that. And then, you get older and you start buying those things, because you're like, no, okay, well, if these women who seem to be being idolized have this, then that's what I need to do. Let me go and get me some long weave. Let me go and get me some fake nails. Let me go and get my eyelashes and all of that. And I remember my mom used to always say to me, like, why are you buying something that God already gave you? Like, you have your own hair. Why are you buying weave? You have your own eyelashes. Why are you buying eyelashes? You have your own nails. Why are you buying nails? She would say stuff like that. And that actually kind of that's one of the things that did help me, because I had thought about, like, right, take the money that you are spending on these things and use that money to invest in the stuff you need to take care of your own. So instead of me going to go buy all this weave, I'm going to take that money and buy hair products for my own hair and take care of that. Instead of me constantly going getting these fake nails. No, I'm going to go and get the nail hardener, the nail growth stuff, try and grow out my own nails, or just pay only a critic on my own nails. Like, I began trying to take time to invest in those type of things, but it was a little later, because like I said, I was sitting on that couch, and it just really was an all-time low, where I was just paranoid that my man was because I stayed with him initially. I was young. I stayed with him initially. So I was just always paranoid. Like I said, I was constantly comparing myself to any woman who I came across on if he would like her or want her more than me, which is psychotic. And just paranoid. Like, oh, he would prefer her. He would want to be with her. He would find her attractive. Oh, she got big breasts. I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like doing stuff like that. So one day I'm sitting on the couch and I'm watching these music videos, and it's just the same old thing. And I just felt like, oh, this is just getting darker and darker. It was just wearing down on me with insecurity. And I was like, you know what? Stop torturing yourself. Turn this crap off. So I went on ahead and I turned it off. And I didn't look back at that time. I was like, I'm straight. Because this is messing up my psyche. This is doing damage to me. But I still was with the same guy, like an idiot. So I still was compulsively comparing myself to every other female and paranoid that, oh, if he's out, he's seeing women and he's going to cheat and all of that crap, right? Until I brought myself to the place where I was like, look, girl, it's only two other sexes in the world. I mean, it's only two other sexes. It's only two sexes in the world. That's male and female. So half the people on this earth are women, half of them are men. You cannot escape him coming into contact with other women, and you cannot control if he's going to be attracted to them or not. And then that's when I started thinking a little bit even deeper. Like, okay, were you dealing with these things that you feel insecure about? Why do you feel insecure about them? Has any of these things ever stopped you from getting a man's attention? Well, no. Has any of these things ever stopped you from having men wanting to date you, love you, be with you? No, it hasn't. And when I started thinking of it in terms of that, like, right, I'm not the most beautiful woman on the planet Earth. And me constantly compare myself to these other women doesn't mean anything. We're all different and we're all beautiful in our difference. And him have been attracted to someone else didn't stop his attraction to me and him wanting to be with me. So when I started kind of trying to like break these different things down in that way, it began to help. And then one of the other things though that really helped was I came to the conclusion when you hear and listen and talk with other different people, everyone is insecure about something, and mostly it's more than one thing, whether it's physical, whether it's mentally insecure about their intellect, or um, insecure about their finances, the material possessions that they have or can afford, like, or physically. Everyone is insecure about something. And then that's when I learned and paid attention and really listened to different people, and I realized everyone wants the opposite of what they are. They think that that's what is better. Person with who tall want to be short. The person who's short want to be tall. The person who is big want to be little. The person who's little want to be big. The person who got the full lips don't want the full lips, but the person who got smaller lips, they're gonna want the fuller lips. Like, it, I noticed that everything worked like that. Like, there's some of these same girls who I was feeling so insecure to and comparing and sizing up to if my boyfriend won or not. Like, oh, they give me a compliment saying like, I hate being this tall. I always wish I was all short like you. Oh, you got some small cute feet. I wish my feet was that small. And I'm like, huh, girl? I'm thinking I wish I was your height and taller instead of looking like a damn kid and stuff, you know? So like it just those different contrasts and having those different type of conversations made me realize everyone wants whatever the opposite is. You want what you don't have. Human nature. You want what you don't have, so be content with what you got. So once I realized that, like, there's no need for me to feel, because on a man issue, one of the things that helped me out was, like I said, realizing that men are attracted to a variety of things, and them being attracted to someone else, well, don't stop them from being attracted to you. You're still beautiful even though you don't look like this other person who's beautiful. And I just started looking at things in terms of that and building my own self-love and confidence back up. Like, no, you are all right. You are beautiful just the way you are. And the same way, oh, you think it's awesome that she got those freckles on her face and she hates them. It's the same way someone thinks that mole on your face is beautiful although you hate it. Like, it's always. If you have small eyes, you're going to wish they was bigger. You have a big nose, you're going to wish it was smaller. If it's a real small nose, then you're going to be like, oh, I wish it was bigger. Like, it's always going to be something that you feel should be different. So just learn to be content. Be content and be happy with the way that you are, the way that you are made. Even though I'm gonna be honest, you know what? If I had the money, would I still get breast implants? Because I used to say that too all the time. Like, I'm gonna get breast implants. But I don't know if I would still do that. But anyway, so I just wanted to speak with you young ladies and you men, because men, believe it or not, go through insecurity too. I believe that most maybe mask theirs better. I don't know, or maybe just quickly, more quickly than us women come to a place of acceptance of themselves. Because a person who you see with confidence isn't someone who has no insecurities. It's a person who accepts them and knows that that don't stop my swag. You know, I'm still beautiful. I'm still handsome regardless to this. You know, that's the unique thing that makes me uniquely me. So, young women, if if you spot the thing that is creating your insecurities, cut it out. If that's IG for you, get off of there. Because guess what? Them same women, that's the other thing, right? We idolize and looking at these people like, oh, they got the hourglass figure. Like, I'm idolizing the girl in the video, like, oh, well, she got the big breasts, the small stomach, the big hips and butt. I don't got. She didn't even have that. She went and bought it. It's an illusion. She got butt pads on. She got um breast pads in. Like, it don't even actually even belong to her. But you're looking at her thinking that that's how you're supposed to look. Or so, like, just don't. These girls on IG, they don't actually look like that. They're using filters, Photoshop. They're using surgery to look like that. And half the time, if you pay attention, they don't. It don't really be the best outcome for them. I've seen a few interviews of women who said like, "Oh, I went to go get the surgery to get this or get that," and it screwed them up on a back end, or they feel like, oh, it made them look worse. They thought it would be an enhancement to them when it actually just threw off everything else about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, your big nose might be what's proportionate, or at least making your lips and your eyes look proportionate enough from the distance. You change that, and now you looking completely different. And who just needs to torture themselves like that by thinking that what society is telling you is beauty is, when it's actually not. God did a wonderful job with his paintbrush with creating us, and he made us beautifully. Look at how you look, your body, your existence, as your DNA print. You know, we got blood going through our veins on the inside. We all got our own individual imprint. In genealogy, look at your body as just being one big identification mark of how you are distinctively you, and no one else can duplicate you. And stop trying to look the same. Have y'all noticed that though? You looking at these women now, all of them look exactly the same. I would bet my best last dollar to say the men probably is getting tired of that, because they probably think like, okay, we need some variety. All of y'all the same skin complexion, same breast size, same body type, same this, you know. It's men out there who like women with small breasts. It's men out there who like petite women. You get what I'm saying? It is men out there who like a heavier set woman, you know. It's men out there who like it all. They find beauty in us women, regardless to the things we try and pick apart at ourselves. Don't do that. Your clothes are good enough. Stop looking at the magazines. They're just trying them on. They don't actually own them. Your skin is good enough, right? Instead of piling on makeup, go in and take that money and invest in some good skincare items to take care of your skin. You know, grow your hair, learn your own hair, take that money that you spending on weave and tracks and all that, and invest in your hair. Because I had gotten to the point so bad of my insecurity that I felt if I didn't have weave in my hair wasn't done. I would only have my hair like exposed for the length of time it took me to take the weave out, wash my hair, and re-put some more in there. And it was very toxic, when you at a place to where you feel you without all this fake shit isn't beautiful. And that's where I had gotten to. My real hair wasn't beautiful. My own eyelashes wasn't beautiful. My own nails wasn't beautiful. And I think, matter of fact, I even wore contacts for a minute. Like it was sick, y'all. It was sick. And looking at where I am now, since I'm pretty much all natural, I don't wear the fake lashes anymore. I will sometimes wear fake nails still, and I only pretty much wear my own hair now, and I normally don't even wear straight. I wear it in a natural curl pattern or Bantu, not Swiss out stuff. So looking for where I am now is shocking because no, I was in a very, very dark place with low self-esteem. And I thank God that He helped me climb my way up out of that, because that's no way to live when you feel I'm stuck in a house since I don't have the makeup, the eyelashes, the hair, the nails. I don't look pretty enough to go out. No, come from out of that. Yes, you do. You are beautiful. Your hair is done in its natural state, at its natural length. Your eyes are beautiful in their natural state. Your lashes are beautiful at their natural length. Like, we need to cut this out because we've let the beauty industry, along with the entertainment industry, con us into thinking that everything that is unnatural is what we should aspire to be and what should be natural, and that everything that is natural is something wrong with it and it's not good enough. It is good enough. That's how they swindle us out of our money. That's how they keep us in a depressed, insecure state, which makes it easier to control a person. It's easier to control a person who is insecure about themselves, because now I'm insecure and I'm looking for validation, so I need to please. Do not let that be you. People will take advantage of that, specifically them, but we then turn around amongst each other and take advantage of that, of those insecurities and that programming that we have, to where, like, one of the things that I had learned with having like women nitpick at you and call you names and trying to talk about your appearance, because that's normally the first thing an angry female goes towards, to try and bring someone down, is their looks, their appearance. And I got to a place and I'm like, why do I care what a female has to say when you aren't my target demographic? You are not who I'm searching on to spend my life with. I don't care what you have to say. So that was the other thing that helped me drown out females with negative energy anyway. Like, no, I'm attractive and beautiful to men. It doesn't matter what you think or have to say. I'm not going off your advice or your opinion about how I should look. Like, when I went natural, you know how many chicks used to be like, you nappy headed, this or other, or why you ain't got weave. And luckily my mind frame though had changed so drastically that I seen the insecurity and self-hate that they still were wrapped up in. That they, like, I used to be like, girl, your hair grow out your head the same way mine grow out of mine. The only difference is I'm not permanent man or putting the weave in it anymore, and you still are. That's the only difference. Like, so I thank God that I was able to come to a place to where I literally found the beauty in everything that He created and loved it. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that y'all come to that place too. During this quarantine, read them self-help books, say them affirmations to yourself each morning. Whenever those negative thoughts come to your mind about what you don't have or what you are not, immediately shoot them down by speaking out your mouth what you do have and what is, and that is beautiful, and that is good enough, and that it is the real prize, the real jewel, the real gem, not all this other fake stuff. And please do not program or brainwash your children into the same false indoctrination that you have, once you free yourself from out of it. But anyway, love to you all. Take care.